Well, hello and good morning. Having lovely camera issues this morning, so I already was filming. Have my hair clipped back and putting my e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter on. So let me start over with you. So what I was saying was, hello, welcome back. In today's video, what I'm doing is trying new products out on camera for you. Some of these I have tried, but I will be using again, and some of them have not. They're all new recent launches, but I have wore these. These are not first impressions, but sometimes I like doing these videos because it kind of lets you know how the products do wear, if I do like them, if they're worth buying, you know, that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and jump back into where I was. Again, this is just the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I'm only talking about it because it's what I used before I use this next product, which is the Viral Urban Decay Face Bond foundation. I have been wearing this non-stop. It works so good for my skin. I do feel like you have to be moisturized. Your skin has to be prepped really well in order to use this product. But if you are prepping good, and I feel like if you're more on the oily side, you will like this product more. I don't follow the directions with this product. I put the product right on my brush, which is crazy because I am a big sponge fan when doing my makeup. So I tried this the other day with this brush and I loved the way that my makeup looked. It just gave a very filtered, smooth finish on the skin. So I have been using a brush with this product. I do like to tap it in, but it just gives like this airbrushed, filtered look to the skin. I've been obsessed with it. I did do a review on it. I will put that review right up here for you if you want to check out my full review on it. But yeah, this has been my go-to, especially as the weather is heating up outside. I just love this product. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Concealer. Their foundation, they have a new foundation. It launches tomorrow, actually. And I really want to try and get my hands on it and review it because I'm just like really, really excited about it. I'm going to mix in the L'Oreal True Match a little bit underneath of my eyes. I feel like these two are so what am I trying to say? Why can't I say that word? Similar. So similar. They are a lot alike. So if you didn't want to get the Fenty and pay the higher price point, I would say get the L'Oreal. I think they're just a lot alike. I don't even know why I'm repeating myself. This next product, I don't know why people are not raving and ranting about this. It's from the drugstore, from Physicians Formula. It's the mineral, I just can't talk today. Just cannot talk. My tongue doesn't want to work. It is the Mineral Wear Diamond Blur Skincare Powder. This is amazing, and I just don't know why people aren't talking about it. I love the way that this is. Please ignore my gross nails. But it's like this little netting in here, and I don't know. It's just an amazing powder, and it just looks so beautiful underneath of the eye. I mean, all over the face, really, but especially underneath of the eyes. It's just an amazing drugstore powder. It's hard for me to like any drugstore powders. There's just not many that come out or are good, except like the Maybelline Fit Me. I think that's one of the only drugstore powders I'm a fan of. But this powder, dude, oh my goodness. It's so beautiful, so lightweight underneath of the eyes, just sets the eyes beautifully, brightens the eyes too. That's the other thing I really like about this. It's translucent. I have it found there to be a white cast underneath of the eyes. The fact that it has like skin care in it, I think that's what really helps keep everything looking so good on the skin. So I'm a big fan and been using this a lot. I do like to set my face, even though that Urban Decay powder is a self-setting powder. I feel like for me, having oily skin, just doing a little bit of setting really just locks my makeup in place and it does not move all day. And the fact that I'm currently getting ready for work and I have a pretty physical job, this is just something I like to do. I don't think everybody needs to set their makeup, but for me, it is what I've been doing lately and what works for me. I'm actually gonna go ahead and set my face. This is the new e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. When I first got this, the dewy word on here made me nervous, but it's not overly dewy. And somebody who has oily skin, I feel like when I do powder, I need something to kind of take down the dryness a little bit. I meant to use this too. Let me go ahead and use this. I'm kind of scared to use this, but I'm going to use this. I should have already used it. How many times can I say used? This is the Diamond Filler blush from Physicians Formula. This is in Brilliant Peach. I'm just going to use like a dab, and I might regret this considering I've already powdered. But let's just see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know if I should have done that. Don't know if I should have. I can make it work. I'm not worried about it. Oh, you know what? It's not going on as bad as I thought. I don't know. Shouldn't have done it. You probably would have went over just the Urban Decay foundation perfectly. I find that a lot of things go over that nice, but since I already powdered, this is not going on great. So we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore it and move on. Anyway, back to the Power Grip setting spray. You do have to shake this. There's two different types of, I think it's like an oil something in it, aloe vera, hyaluronic acid, squalene, green tea, seed oil. But anyway, make sure you shake this. The mist on this is so fine. I don't even know if you'll be able to see. It is so fine. Which at first I wasn't a huge fan. After using this for several days, I actually really do like it. So this next product is from NYX. It is the Butter Melt Bronzer. I don't know how I feel about this. The shade is in Buttercup, B-U-T-T-A. What I find about this bronzer, it gives off like a reddish undertone that I'm not super crazy about, at least on my, so this is one of the lightest shades, if not the lightest shade, and I feel like it just doesn't work great for my skin tone. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It just gives this redness to it. I like the formula. The formula kind of gives off a little bit of a nice glowish just hue to it. I don't know. It's not like super glowy by any means. I don't know. This isn't like, this wouldn't be my go-to bronzer. It almost gives me like this, like I've been out in the sun a little bit, like a little bit of a blushy hue to it. But I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if I would recommend getting it. It's just different. I think it's the shade. The shade just throws me off a little bit, and I doubt the camera is really going to give you the exact way that this is coming off as it does in person. And I think I went in heavy-handed the first time I used it. So I'm just trying to like be a little more not heavy-handed this time, and just really, oh, see, it can like go from 0 to 60 really fast. I'm just going in with my powder brush. This has no additional product on it. It's just like leftover powder from the last time I did my makeup. Just to hopefully make this look a little bit better, not so like reddish. I don't know. Like I said, the shade just kind of throws me off a little bit. But I wanted to mention it. They did just launch blushes too, or are going to launch blushes. So maybe the blushes will be better, but I don't know. I do like the formula. I feel like you do need to go light-handed with this and slowly build it up. It looks a little bit better today than the first time that I used it, which is good. But I would say be very careful when using this product. So for blush, I have the new Rare Beauty Powder Blush. This to me, I used it as a blush when I first got it, and I didn't like it when using it that way. However, when using it just kind of as like a topper, as almost like my last step in my makeup routine, I like it. I'm going to use a little bit right now, even though I might regret this. I'm going to take a little bit on my blush brush, like the littlest bit, because that, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it did give me some color. But I feel like if I continually, oh my God, I should not film before work ever. If I apply more, if I keep adding it on to really get a blushed look, then it just does not look as good as just using it kind of like as your highlighter. So that's just my opinion. I did see Selena Gomez use it as a blush. It's so pigmented, and this is in the shade, I forgot to mention, this is in the shade Happy, and that could also be my downfall with this, is that the shade is just too much for my skin tone right now. So that might be my issue. But I'm going to use that, you know, with the Buttermilk bronzer, and then this, my cheeks are flushed. And I did add that diamond filler. So the blush is blushing today. Probably a little too much, but I'm going to make it work. For one of my favorite products I'm using today, this is the new highlighter from Fenty. This is in the shade Pretty Pearls. It's the lightest shade they have, but this highlighter is so gorgeous, almost like very natural looking on the skin. I actually like to wear this when I'm not wearing any makeup, and it just gives me this beautiful glow, like natural glow, no glitter or anything like that. It is just stunning on the skin. If you want a highlight, baby, get this highlight. I don't know why I'm dancing. So now I'm going to go back in and spray. Ooh, now you can kind of see that it's settled. Hopefully you can see now that it's settled and been sitting here. You can see the two different phases in this. So that is why you want to make sure you shake this. So now I'm going to go in and set again with this. I just like to make sure everything is going on beautifully and that we are set and not looking dry. All right, for lips, I'm gonna use the new Fat Oil Slick Click from NYX. This is in this shade, No Filter Needed. I love this. And if you guys watched a video of me talking about this a while ago, I mentioned the e.l.f. little clicker lip glosses. I still cannot find those. I still cannot get my hands on those. And I looked on Amazon, and the resale on those on Amazon, people are so greedy. It's like $18, and I think they're supposed to be like $6 to $8, maybe even cheaper. I forget. But I'm like, y'all are crazy. If you were buying those on Amazon from people that are trying to resell them, I will continue to use my NYX. Okay, so I am finished with my makeup. Just trying to fix my hair a little bit, but we are done. I love the way that my makeup looks. Let me hold really still. Look how beautiful this base is. I think a lot of the reason it looks as good as it does is because of the setting spray. I really like this. Every time I use this, I feel like my base is just beautiful. Gives like this glow, minus the highlighter. I know I have the highlighter and blush on, but I think it just makes everything look so skin-like and more of like that natural look, not cakey at all. I love how these products work together. That face bond though, holy crap. I feel like there's so many mixed reviews with that. Some bigger influencers love it, as well as some do not like it. But I think it just has to do with your skin prep and the type of skin that you have. If you have dry skin and you're not using great moisturizers, or if you use primers, your primers aren't working with it, I think that's why it wouldn't work for you. But for me, it is one of my new favorite foundations. The powder is bomb.com. I can't believe I just said that. I hate myself. The powder's great. I love this powder. I'm glad to have a new drugstore powder that has come out that is actually really, really, really good. Again, the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. It's working today. I liked how I used it today. It did give a little flush on the cheeks. It's almost like a blush bronzer, which is like a thing. Like some people use their bronzers as blush, depending on the shade that you use. I don't know. I haven't looked this up and looked at like what they're trying to do when it comes to this bronzer, but today I do like it. But the first time I used it, my first impression of it, I was like, ooh, I don't know. So I think you just need to be light-handed and get a good shade for your skin tone. The diamond filler from Physicians Formula, I was able to make it work. I just used some extra powder over where it was kind of like getting kind of weird underneath of my eyes. But this is awesome. I really, really like this. I think it's a gorgeous formula. I don't like to use it on my lips because that's what it says. It's a cheek and lip color. I just like it for the cheeks. It's a Rare Beauty powder blush. Yeah, powder blush. I will always use as a topper. It will not be my blush of choice, but it is a gorgeous formula, and I need a different shade because I feel like this shade is a little too much for my skin tone right now. But it might be beautiful when I get some self-tan going, so I'll have to see about that. But as far as the formula, the pigmentation, the glow, I love. And the Fenty Beauty Demi Glow has to come in for the gold star here. This is gorgeous on the skin. I can't get enough of this. This will be all over my body, coated with Demi Glow this summer, on my shoulders, on my chest, just everywhere. This is going to be my go-to highlighter. So that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have you tried any of these products? Let me know, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.